Hello and welcome back to Ultimate General American Revolution, where we are, finally about to kick off our long march towards Quebec to see if we can wrap up the Canadian provinces and give America its hat back. Last time we did a pretty successful kind of clear out of the Brits in the kind of centre of the map here, and then pushed as far as capturing Fort Lovell and Fort Stevens. Although it does obviously slow down our operations in Canada, but now we're in a position where we have just about 5,000 troops sitting in Three Rivers, ready to march up to Quebec. So, pretty good. One thing worth noting, it is February still, February 14th. We've got pretty cold up here, minus 30, that's chilly. I mean, that's chilly now, let alone back then. So we will suffer about 5% attrition every day we're out marching. Now, it's not particularly far, so it won't take many days, but that's still a chunk of attrition we are going to suffer. I don't know if I really want to wait around long enough for the weather to improve sufficiently, so we may just have to eat that. Excuse me. In the name of, advancement and glory and etc., some of you will suffer. The other thing I want to talk about is, I think I finally decided I've been sleeping on supply parties too long. I know our troops are generally fine, but we are starting to have issues where we run low on ammo after one engagement. And also there have been times when within battles it would have been useful to have some more supply. So let's grab a person. We'll grab you, and then let's load them up on supply. Okay, and then we'll create you. Presumably it'll take a little bit of time for you to get supply up, and then we'll head you north to meet up with the troops. Shall we quickly unpause? Well, no, because there's a couple of things I want to do with. On the construction front, we're obviously expanding our logistics view up the middle here, and I can never remember which view I want to be looking at. This one, so we're starting to do improve logistics to create a kind of a main, I suppose, artery through our holdings. One thing, but I was conscious that perhaps we also want to look at expanding upon our economy from a monetary perspective, and now that we've kind of managed to work out, I say we, because I always blame you guys for things taking so long, the trade aspect and the kind of minimum kind of purchasing and selling orders, which we set up last time for our rum and sugar, we might want to get some more of those buildings. So, for in New Haven itself, for example, we could maybe knock out a tobacconist's house or another rum distillery, something like that, where we're producing some more farm goods to sell, because that's certainly, it seems like a reasonable way to make a little bit of money on the side. Also, this is not very brick intensive, which I like the idea of. Now, exactly how much money this makes, I'm not sure, to be honest. As you can see, it produces rum. Produces sugar and creates rum, but I don't know exactly what this number represents. It might be, I don't know if it's a day or a week. Well, let's see how much sense that would make. For a quick look at our markets, resources, sugar. So we're buying sugar at is that the price to buy it? Hang on, 43. Okay, that must be buy sell. So we're buying sugar at 43, and we're selling rum 141. So that's quite a nice markup. So we'll call it 100 because 100's a nice easy number. So then potentially this building is making us $250 minus the 75 it costs of running costs. So that's what, 175, which is not a big number. It's a positive number, but is that going to be on a weekly basis? Potentially. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do an experiment. And this is one where I'm absolutely going to forget, but we currently have in our resources rum supply, sorry. We have 20 in our storage. We do have an auto sell order. So let's cancel this for just now. And we're going to run the game and see what happens when we get to Thursday. We'll just go really fast into Thursday. Oop, Thursday happened. We captured 6 cigars. Cool. Let's have a quick look back at our markets again. We still have 20. So I think that's going to be 2.5 a week. So I think on, I don't know if it's a Monday or whenever it triggers, I think that's when we'll see it. So we'll try and remember to check back in here. Right, you don't quite have enough of anything. Provisions and ammunition. Is New Haven bled dry? It is. Where does it comes in? It comes in here, doesn't it? Oh, our provisions are low. Pretty much everywhere, actually. Provisions. Okay. You guys have a bit. Okay. We may need to look at increasing our provision production. Not something we've suffered for before. It is winter, though, which obviously doesn't help. So while we are still considering very much some more money buildings, do I want to instead just throw a granary in here and produce more provisions? Actually, from a logistics perspective, and I know I've gone on for 5 minutes now and not unpaused the game. Where do we produce grains? And at what levels? One here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, so kind of a little bit all over the place, really. One here, one here, one here, yeah. So really, I think building a granary might not make huge amount of sense, but what we want to do is expand just grain, production somewhere, provision production. Because I see it's a fair point. I presume these are linked. Well, I've not tested that in and of itself. But either way, let's say, okay, let's use your what am I short of? A-brick, right? Well, what we will do is we will build another thing down here. Yeah, increase of region provision productions, and then after having increased that, we could maybe throw in a granary. So you're focused on producing lots of provisions for us. That seems perfectly reasonable. Okay, the week is continuing to unfold. Let's advance ourselves to the end of the said week. Okay, Saturday. I'm waiting to see when his bricks go up, because that'll probably signify the end of the week as well. British agents are souring relations with the French. Okay. Sunday, still no change to our bricks. Monday. Oh, are you guys? Yeah, you are suffering. Oh, we are over capacity as well. Oh, I think maybe we just want to head out so we can get this campaign done. Okay, let's get everyone out. We shall have a look, see what the attrition rates look like, etc. Let's get you out of the garrison. Let's get you joined an army. We're in the middle of Monday. Quick throw, quick plot. Now, also someone said we can join things together in a brigade on the map for easier use, but I can't see how to do that. Aha, join brigade. Up to 204 units into brigade. Okay, but I can't do it altogether. So if we unselect everyone, I'll take, say, no, I want you lot. To leave the army, please. Okay. And you can leave the army. I mean, I can grab all my redcoats, for example. How can I? Can't do it on top of each other, right? You go stand here. You go join them. You go join them. And then I've got 2 militia and 2 others. Why not? We can split them to say 3 brigades of varying strengths. We'll put you 2 there. We'll have you guys head over slightly this direction. And then we'll try this whole brigade thing. And while standing nearby. Cool. Right, we'll sort that out in a minute. Projects, let's have a look what we're missing. Intelligence projects. Ooh, more ammunition's nice. More costs is not. I also just like the flat 12.5% research speed. I also like the more reporting. No, let's grab this strategy one for just now. Thank you very much. And more importantly, pause please. I really don't like that it unpauses when you leave those menus. Our bricks have come through. So if we now go look at our market and our supplies, we now see we have 21. That wasn't a number I was expecting. And we'll continue to auto sell. I'm going to lower that to 15 actually. I'll get a little bit lower. But I do think that's on a weekly basis we're seeing those numbers come in. Even though the math didn't quite math perfectly. But I think that's what it's telling me. Oh, no, I know what it is. This is the upgrade. We're only on the level 1, which is 1 in 30. So yeah, makes perfect sense. So can we upgrade it? Oh, we can. Let's do that. Nice. In New Haven, we were going to build ourselves granary to go along with the infrastructure upgrade. Nah, we're starting to get places. Boop. Okay. This seems fine and dandy. And, I mean, we could even build a tobacconist somewhere. I feel like somewhere back here, which is kind of out of the way and shouldn't really be threatened, he says. Somewhat convinced. Alright, let's do it. Let's build a tobacconist house in Kingston. You can be our tobacco place. And we'll get some... Once that's built and they're complaining about not having tobacco, we'll set up some automatic things. You guys aren't happy. You need 70 soldiers. Really? Okay. You guys who are just kind of hanging about, waiting for horses, head there. Satisfy that, please, and thank you. Okay, you guys spread out? You are. Okay. Have you guys not brought any provisions with you? Oh, no provisions here. Oh, okay. This feels ill-fated at the moment. How much provisions have you got? Not enough. Okay. I feel like we're never, ever, ever attacking Quebec, to be perfectly honest. Hey, look, we can now create a brigade. Now you can easier movement on the map. Right. What we're going to do with these brigades is actually split these guys up a little bit. Let's just get you back in there. We'll take our militia unit can head down to the fort. I think we're going to have to wait a little bit for our supplies to all sort themselves out before we can advance further. Right, you get in there, and then you three form brigade. I've done this wrong around. It doesn't really matter. Head down to Port Chambly. The provisions must flow. Okay, and having a bit increased logistics will certainly help with that, so I'm pleased we start to make those investments, even though I don't think they're quite finished yet. Winter. Who knew it? Great news! A gift! Yeah, thanks. And some more specialists. Cool. Right, I want to check. Okay, that's random stuff. Okay, we've done some infrastructure in New Haven, which is this one. So we're starting our path, which is good. Right, check with diplomacy in a minute. Right, we can spend rep. We're down to 37, so I think I'm going to hold off on that for just now. Let's check our diplomacy. We can indeed push a button. We're currently working on... I think we're working on friends with some of the natives. Yeah, we've got some trade deals in place, which should hopefully Maybe move some tensions. We are still allied with France, so that's all good. So what do we want to do? Could work on the Cherokee, who we're vaguely friendly with. Let's try that. We're friends with you, and probably I was going to say just some kind of supply thing. It would be nice to get a little bit extra money. Alright, we'll do this just random offer to help. It doesn't seem to cost me anything. You guys, well, no, it's Britain. What do you want? Demand firearms, provisions, horses. We are producing horses, and at a higher rate from Leicester here, because we did build ourselves a stable, so it's 2.1, again, I think a week. Fine. Right, you not happy? Okay, but you're not. You really gonna make me raise another pointless militia unit just to put 90 men in Fort Frederick because your loyalty has ever so slightly decreased? That's frustrating. I guess we need to build probably like a printer shop here? Yeah. Next time we get an infusion of bricks just to deal with it. I don't really want to move forces too far away from this front line, to be honest. But we can do it temporarily. So, rice. New orders. Head to Fort Frederick, please. Last thing we want is any kind of rebellion. Oh, hang on, Hawk did come here. You were supposed to stay up this way. Okay, now we should be underneath the, the cap there. We're underneath the cap here, and we are underneath the cap here. Good. So we're not least bleeding men. That's positive. Do you know what, Harrison? That's fine. You're going to get there pretty quickly. Specialists also look a little bit low, so perhaps a few more schools might be worthwhile. Hang on, I just need to double check. Not that one, this one. Something on the stream. Oh, we had a bunch of drop frames at the start, but looks fine now. Yeah. Okay, okay. And of course the game kept playing in the background. Capture Middlesbrough. We get 5 stars, 5,000 bucks. Okay, 28 days is not very long. I'm not sure we're going to do this one, which sucks because I don't lose 5 stars. But we're not really positioned to capture it. One thing we might be able to do is just have a sneak peek to see who's there. Perhaps we could do a bit of a lightning raid with our militia troops down here. Harrison tells me where he is. Good man. Get in the fort for just now. We've decided to terminate our alliance with Spain. Now that's not us. That's the Greeks. It's like UI glitch or issues, but it's not very clever the way this comes across, to be honest. It's not very clear. But c'est la vie. Revolutionaries drove the loyalists from Moores Creek Bridge in North Carolina. The victory of North Carolina militia marked a decisive turning point in the state's role. Nice. 5% recruits for 30 days from Fort Johns, Fort Stevens, Albany, and Burlington. Right, so it's the places over there. We have got some more bricks. So since you guys are being a little bit of a pain, why don't we in Fort Tricondera build ourselves a printing press to make sure this keeps going in the right direction. It'd be good if we actually repair the walls as well. Fine, have you finished building? No, it's been a long time. Here, it's done. Can we upgrade this? We can upgrade this. Oh, that is tempting. We were just talking about lack of specialists. I don't necessarily production points, and yeah, more specialists there. Okay, let's upgrade the one in New Haven, because why not? More specialists per week. Thank you very much. And we maybe have enough bricks left over here for one more thing. What is it I want most? And that is a good question. What have we got up here in terms of... Well, again, once we take Quebec, there may not be much campaigning done from up here. It's all going to be kind of, you know, centrally based. I'm not sure I'm going to be heading up to take all these forts. I would just kind of look to seize Portsmouth, Salem, Middlesbrough, and Boston. So I don't necessarily need a rake of provisions and things stored up there. Might be more useful to get them stored somewhere like Providence, or even... Has Hartford got in way of storage? Oh, we are quite full. Okay. Newport. Now you are a little bit back from the line. It might make sense here to increase the amount of provisions and things we have on hand. So let's do... We'll start with a warehouse. I'll maybe get an armory there and build up a bit of a supply depot in Newport. Okay, you are miles off having what you need. Okie doke. And it's a long time for that. Fine. Yeah, provision's not going anywhere. Okay. So be it. International Relations Changes Report. Oh, that's not like saying. Stuff with us. Deterioration with France. Deterioration with the is that the Miamis? No, it's Viroquois. Okie doke. Ah, here we go. We now have an issue with lack of tobacco. Not a problem, my friend. We can deal with that, and then deal with that we shall. Let's go to our market. Let's go to our resources. Tobacco. Please make sure I have... no, this one. Just 5 units in the market at any one time. And then in terms of supply, we'll go to cigars. And again, we'll keep, yeah, maybe 10 of these around. And we'll sell the rest. Hopefully that should again be a nice little bit of a markup. How is our fleet doing? They are fully repaired with our slightly bigger ship now. So why don't we head out while we wait for the land to sort itself out and do a little bit of patrol. Well, that's going on. I do want to just check our productions here. Yeah, that's actual wagons. Ammunition we are producing, albeit at a fairly slow rate, capped by our iron production. No, iron production for guns. This was... Actually, what is capping this? We have plenty coal and plenty saltpeter. We could increase our ammunition production. Although we've currently got 613 in storage. But it might be worth going to our HQ, going to Mr. Richardson here, buying another factory. And increasing the ammunition production like so. Good. Alright, let's go see what we've got in Middlesbrough and if we're going to do anything about it. There's a fight down here. I tend to just let them do their thing. Otherwise it's never really quite worked out in our favour. Not that it's worked against our favour, just they tend to run away and it's a bit of a non-event. That's not many people. Okay, I say we can capture Middlesbrough. We might not keep it, but that's not a problem. How are we going to master the forces? We can certainly get 1,200 there. I'd pull like a third one. Do I pull them out of Leicester as well? That feels slightly uncomfortable. I'd really like to have these guys floating around, but they're busy satisfying the people in Fort Ticonderoga region. Do I really want to march this brigade south? Yeah, we could do. It won't take that long. Okay. I have a funny feeling it's going to take a wee while for our provisions to sort themselves out. Oh, 6 furs, nice. So let's bring these guys down for some action down here. The Raid of Nassau. Cool. Ammunition, which we want. Some more brown bess, lovely jubbly, and some 4-pounder gallopers. That's fine. Our upgrade to rum distillery is complete, so that'll be a little bit more money coming in. Nice to see. You guys presumably, yeah, took some damage and ran away. Okay, this is what it is. You guys are okay condition. You probably don't have any food, but no one does. Okay, some more random ammunition. Again, I don't think we're harking for ammunition at the moment. It's provisions I've managed to walk myself into a bit of an issue with. Well, these have opened up with the logistics upgrade. Cool. So I suspect what's going to happen is I'm going to do another whatchamacallit? Okay, projects we'll get to in a moment. Granary, grain, wheat, that thing. Construction in New Haven of wheat. Please, can I do it already? Yes, I can. Excellent. The wheat must flow. Projects, what have we finished? I don't know, something naval. We could grab a naval officer because we have got some ships and some guns just sitting around doing not very much. Is there anything else we're more interested in? Yes, actual proper ships would be quite nice. More ship production. USS Brig. Yeah, getting some bigger ships I think would be more interesting. Oh, there's some 6th rates down here. So we kind of grab that stuff. Yeah, that's okay. But let's get a naval officer first. Good, you guys are on your way. Let's keep going down this way. I'm going to lift the 550 guys out of Fort Stevens. Make your way over to Providence, please. Oh, they've reinforced. We have more than enough men to match them, so that's fine. We've received a barter offer. They would give us furs for civilian muskets. Yeah, and a little bit of relations. I'm all about making relations. Yeah. I know you're hungry. Not that there's much in Providence, but why don't you quickly jump inside to grab what you can? And then we'll get you guys out. And I think I'll just take... I'll take the 2,000? No, I'll take them all. And then we can retreat to Providence with whatever's left. At least secure our mission. Which is quite important to keep these things rolling along. Okay, have you... I'll give you to the end of the day, and then hopefully you'll grab supplies, etc. Did I start building it here? I did, although you're repairing the fort first, which is fine. 6,111 and 19 days left. That feels like a long time. I wonder if that's determined or impacted by the number of troops available. Can I instead build, what do you call it here? Printing press. Okay, let's build it here. Let's sack that off. That's not finishing for some reason. Okay, you guys are happily building this. This is good. Montreal's upgrading to capital. I like that. And we're getting a printing press. Good. Up to 15%. That's positive. We want to keep this one definitely advancing. Given, I mean, maybe we're probably going to have ending up with too many, but given we're still having issues with general provisions, perhaps we want to expand. Now, you're potentially also a good place for mines, I presume. Have we got anywhere? Is it actually a grain producer? No. No, I do not. Okay, but you're also about to get a whole bunch of new capacity when you finish your logistics upgrades, which are still being undertaken. Oh, you were done actually. You only got 5, which I'm surprised at. Okay, let's go there since you already have one, and we'll maybe give you a granary as well. Is that Hubbardton, which is an undefended location? Alright, you're still building a recruiting house. I think I'm maybe building too many things. And that's why my construction points are a bit on the low side. And so perhaps somewhere, doesn't really matter where, I want to look at increasing construction points. If I can. If I can. Right, let's get these guys out here. And let's go have a battle, because it has been... Oh my god, half an hour and all we've done is like strategic management of stuff. Join the army. Let's go to Middlesbrough. Again, I might just leave it. Okay, let's have ourselves a fight. Oh dear. I can't believe we didn't march in Quebec. It's so frustrating. Okay, we outnumber them quite heavily. We do have a number of good troops. So let's have our line of redcoats. Shouldn't really be redcoats, but anyway, our version of redcoats. If you could be so kind. I mean, this is kind of what I want. That's more like what I want. We'll put our militiamen. And kind of do some flank stuff, and we'll have cannons. Maybe take up the center of our line. Yeah, you guys guard the flank. We'll put you on the flank as well, because you're a small unit. And we will move our cannons forward to be there. Got the battle, and all I think we're going to do is just advance into this tree line. Because I feel like the Brits are going to have to come to us. Because we control the point. Okay. Good, and then you guys are not even in use, but let's head you up there. Now, honestly, just deploy where you are. So you get into combat. Yeah, this seems to be going okay. See if I can get you all the way around there. Oh, that's really kind of what these guys are going to be doing, to be honest. Let's have you advance. This militia unit's not going to stand and fight for very long. Make sure you go behind the fighting line, please. You guys are doing okay? You guys are doing fine. I've got enough troops over here. I'm actually going to swing one of you over there just to support this flank. Can you fall back slightly so you're maybe in the woods? That feels like it would be a more sensible choice. Again, let's have you head over that way. Yeah, this seems to be going very well. I'm not sure why your nerve is suddenly gone. I find that very disappointing, but honestly, entirely manageable. Ooh, militia boys charged in. Interesting. And they're surrendered. Excellent. You're in pretty good condition. Let's have a quick run over here. Just to see if we can induce anyone to stop and surrender. Especially or drop their cannons. Always a good one. Double time. Your condition's actually really good. So let's run all the way up here. Yes, keep peppering them. This is good. Might get one more. Yay, we dropped the cannons. Love it. Nice and expensive for Brit to replace. Cool. We lost the guns. We lost 143 men and that was it. Easy peasy. Rebels engage in economic sabotage. Okay. Oh, funding for intelligence department. How are we funding you right now? Very little. Okay. Alright, we'll increase your funding a little bit. Salary's lower than expected. Oh no, it just says if it is. Okay. That's the bounty. Good. Well done, Arnold. So, Eggman, you can go back to Providence. You can have the pleasure of seizing Middlesbrough. And I wonder if you can do a little bit of harassing the rear guard. Well, Arnold, actually, you stay over here so I can see what's happening. Hey, promotion. I think we go... Yeah, we'll cover you. Okay, that's fine. You can fall back. Actually, head over this way. Where are you guys going? Is it because there's no one technically in Providence? Yeah, okay. That's just the AI being able to see what's going on. Okay, you're picking up those ammo. That's fine. Ingman, you can actually head back towards Hartford and then we'll send you north. Oh, no, 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 no. No, interesting. Oh, we pumped a little bit of action there. I'm feeling like I don't quite have enough men down here. What are you guys doing? Okay, this is a lot. Do I get my credit for capturing Middlesbrough yet? No. Can I make you guys leave me alone? I can. Okay, that's positive. No, don't loot. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Hey, perfect. Slightly tempted just to abandon it, but maybe we'll hold in there with some militia. Does leave me a very thin line. I'm not gonna lie, makes me a bit nervous. While we're still waiting. For supplies. I want you to have a quick check in on Quebec, please.
Keep moving.
And we can clear these out. Tensiony stuff. Okay, printing press, goods. Agriculture infrastructure, excellent. Okay, reputation of assigned project is good. We want that. 900 enemy soldiers arrive in Quebec. Jeezy crazy. Right, what have we got here? 4,000 of them. That's a lot. Not gonna lie, that's a lot of troops. Okay, Quartermaster. More ammunition, more provision. I mean, that does sound like what we need, to be honest. Supply stretcher. Replenish ammo, okay. And let's just increase storage. More provision and more production. And less consumption. I like the sound of a lot of that, to be honest. Increases the farm production and produces... Ah, okay, yeah, we want this. Although it's 120 days away, so we'll have to see if we can get there. Yeah, we are really hurting for food. Okay, starting to see a good build up here. How are you guys? Still not quite flowing out there, but fine. Yeah, and for the rest we're having to wait. Okay. Hidden discontent among the wealthy. We could reduce taxes, which I don't like the idea of, but I will take it because loyalties has been problematic in a few places. Yeah, which is leading to the requirement to garrison, which is terrible. You're almost fully sorted. I have interest, right? So this says 62222. If we got you guys to leave and we headed over here, and we got you guys to leave and we had you head down here, does that make a difference? What's Apple report? No, not really. It's just been so badly damaged they're not being repaired. Oh, I can tell this now because you are. Oh, did you just not move? Get yourself north. Okay, speed up. There you go. You're in the right place now. Good. Get in there. Perfect. Well, I say perfect. It's not like you use my green unit, but it is what it is. 164 days. Fine. Okay, Chief Engineer. Oh, we have the Brown Bess. Excellent. Definitely want to work towards that. The other thing, oh, we do need a hunter rifle for our skirmishers. And we do need the carbine if we want our proper dragoons. Our dragoons are currently essentially like mounted infantry with the infantry carbine that they've got. I do like some of these other ones as well, but no, let's start working on our basic weaponry production. And more importantly, What, hang on. Is that true? Are we out of sugar? I don't believe it should be true. Oh. That's annoying. Had that the wrong way around. Also sell, please, on the cigar front. Resources. No, we have. You're just lying to me. Given that we used 2.5, I'm going to punch this up to 6, just so we don't end up in a weird position where, timing-wise, it like doesn't pull it when it needs it because it's didn't have quite enough left. I was on thoughts, something there. Pause, please. We are doing guns. Yeah, so we're just building these infantry carbines, which I think are we have too many of, so we can probably sell some of these, and not that great. So instead, we're going to finally produce our own brown bess. Yes, please. Let's move them up. And we're going to cancel production of that. So, 9 per day. Right, we're on this again. 0.21 per day. And we extract... Oh, it doesn't even tell me up here. Come on. Right, I'm gonna increase our factories to full 8 tier. And maybe we might look at building one rather than having to pay for it. Okay, we're up to 12 a day. We'll see if that eats into our supplies. Wood's fine, but yeah, I think our iron supply might be limiting, although we did get a few new areas, which with them bring their own production. So the likes of Fort Stevens here, which brings a little bit. Fort Level here, okay, it's coal, furs, fine, whatever. Good. When do we get our own troops? 9 days. Okay, that's quite exciting. Oh look, provisions. Provisions are starting to appear. Super slowly, but they're starting. Right, you have got yourself a printing press and a church, which is good. I don't know if I want to upgrade the meeting house, because I think it is quite expensive. You won't do it if I click on it? No, 14. 14 is not terrible, actually. Get to a town hall. I think it's the one above this, maybe I'm thinking of, the state capital. Right, let's crack that in there. Yeah, you upgrade into capital. That's the expensive one. That's fine. Yeah, this is okay, although I feel like I want to be doing more. More harassing the Brits. I don't know which rate this fills up. Oh, hang on. Supply with recruits. Or is that just 100 men it needs? Yeah, okay. I thought for a minute you could actually, like, lots of people in it and use them to reinforce your armies, but that's not how it works. Okay, let's kick up speed. I want to see what happens when we finish this Continental Army. How are you guys feeling about life? Pretty good. Why don't you go out and do some more patrolling and get into another fight and then run away again? Yeah? We get 5 iron to upset them. No, I'm okay. We've got some reasonable iron stockpiles. Our materials are okay at the minute. Ooh, tax office. Could look for those in some of our friendlier places, but no, I'm tempted to just throw in another blacksmith out here just to increase our production a little bit. Although I feel, again, I'm queuing a lot of stuff up. You being repaired? 5% government structure changed. Nice.
And as we're going to bring this one to a close. So a bit of a quieter episode in terms of action on the field, although we did expand to Middlesbrough. But I think, you know, some needed industry and economy building, just to help flesh out our provinces. A bit frustrated that I walked into that kind of provision trap, and I think in hindsight probably the answer was not just more provision production, but actually more warehouses to stockpile for the winter, rather than expecting us to continually be able to produce what we need. But hey ho, otherwise this position is not too bad. I don't know if I'll ever get to Quebec. It seems like a forlorn dream at this point, but just keeps being promised of one episode away. But we'll see. We will attempt next time to try and push forward. I'll see you then. Cheerio.